Well, Harry, a week on, how do you reflect that first tie?
Yeah, I think it was a good performance by the team. I think knockout stages in the Champions League, away games are always going to be difficult, and obviously we was going to the team who was top of the Premier League at the time, and we had no fans in the stadium, so there was a lot going against us in that moment. We was coming off the back of some tough defeats as well, so I think to put in the performance we did and show the togetherness that we did was a good step in our season. Of course, it only really matters if we can, make the most of it tomorrow night, having the draw, and trying to win at home tomorrow. So there was things that we done really well in that game. There was things that I'm sure the boss will show us that we can improve on, and now it's down to us to try and implement that tomorrow evening.
What type of thing are the deciding factors in a game like tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of details, the small details that can make a big difference. I think, you've got two really good teams who are going to try and implement their style. I think, so it'll come down to fine margins. I think all big games, big knockout games especially, come down to small details here and there. It could be set pieces, it could be, a special goal from someone, it could be a block or a save. There's all... when you look back, there's always one or two defining moments. So we need to make sure that that's on our side. I think the most important thing for us is to really strive off the energy that's going to be in the stadium tomorrow night. The fans are going to be really up for it, especially not being there in the away leg. So we need to use that. We need to try and take that energy with us on the pitch and implement it with the style that we want to achieve.
Can you use the fact, obviously Sunday happened, the league has gone, the inevitable happened that you knew was coming. I know it's your first season, but some of the players that have been here season on season, was it disappointing for them, sort of heads down on Monday, or was it, come on, keep going, go again, use that as motivation?
Yeah, I don't think so. There wasn't really anything spoke about it, if I'm honest, on Monday. I think, of course, there was, we knew they was going to win one game out of the last 6 or 7, whatever it was. So I think, after we won our game on Saturday, on Sunday, we went in and recovered, and the boss had a clear message that to recover and rest today, and then come Monday the focus is about Arsenal. Monday morning the focus is about Arsenal, and that's what it's been. We had a good training session, a meeting tomorrow. We have a meeting and training session this afternoon, and then that's the preparation done for going into the game tomorrow night. So of course the league is a disappointment. We know we fell below our standards in that competition, but a Champions League run to Wembley could, change a lot of feelings this year, and that's what we've got to try and achieve now.
Have you picked up on sort of the history of this club and the Champions League? Do you feel it?
I think so. I think, it's spoke about a lot. It's the expectation is high. Even when I first come to the club, the expectation before every season is having a really good run in the Champions League. So, and I think our campaign so far has been good as well. I think it's been we've performed differently compared to the Bundesliga. I feel like there's been more of a focus in the Champions League games, which of course is not what we want, but that's been the reality this season. So, and that'll be the same hopefully tomorrow evening. Hopefully there's another level that we can reach, and we're going to need to reach it if we want to progress, because Arsenal are a top team. So the expectation is there. We'll be there in front of our home fans, and we need to make sure we're ready for that pressure.
We always speak about your goals because they come aplenty. 39 and 39 appearances this season. Your season best is 41. Could push that over the line tomorrow night. Is that a focus for you, or will that just be a lovely byproduct of progression?
Yeah, it would be a lovely byproduct for sure. I think, of course I want to score in every game. I make that clear as a striker. That's what I'm expected to do. But, the most important thing tomorrow is to win and to qualify. And if that's me scoring a couple goals, then, fantastic. If it's not, if it's me defending and winning headers and holding the ball up, then, I'm willing to do that for the team. So, of course, it would be great to add a couple more tomorrow, but most importantly is to help the team qualify. Yeah,
I appreciate tomorrow is the focus. Don't want to get too far ahead, but also can't ignore the fact the final is at Wembley, England captain. It must be a special place for you. Does that add a different dimension in terms of just wanting to be there?
Yeah, I think the motivation is obviously there in the back of the head that it's a chance to play a Champions League final at Wembley, which is not an occasion that happens very often, especially in one career. So of course that's where I want to get this team, and that's where I want to try and win the Champions League. There'll be no better place for me personally to win that trophy. So, but like you touched on there, there's a lot of steps along the way. There's still a long way to go, a lot of tough games to be played, and step one is Arsenal tomorrow.
Harry, best of luck. Thank you very much.